Hey, what's up? In this video, we're going to talk to you about the difference between good agents and great agents. You ready? Let's go. Hey, what's up? My name is Chris Martin, real estate agent, investor, and coach. And right now, we're going to discuss the difference between what makes great agents and average agents. And really, the difference is being able to handle objections. What's an objection? Well, an objection is something that's basically standing in the way from you getting the signature, from you getting the agreement signed, from you getting the deal closed. So what do you do as an agent when you get confronted, when you get hit with this objection? That's going to be the difference between good agents, average agents, and really quality, great agents that are able to still get the deal done in today's market. So how you handle an objection is key in this business. And the question to ask is, do you want to be an average agent? Do you want to just be a good agent? Or do you want to be one of those great agents that doesn't let objections stand in their way? And let me make this clear. Even the great agents aren't going to be able to get all of the deals signed. However, without a doubt, the great agents are getting more deals signed because they know the strategies, they know how to handle these objections, and they do it at a high level. So let's talk about some of those strategies now. Handling objections. Now, I'm not going to discuss specifically the objections necessarily in this video. I have other videos that do, so definitely search my channel for those objection handlers and learn what to say. You can Google them, you can YouTube them, and you don't need to find 100 objection handlers for one objection. All you really need to do is find the one or two that you feel is a good representation of your personality, that you can deliver at a high level of enthusiasm, and those are the ones that you really want to have in your toolbox, and you pull out the one objection that you feel is going to be a good fit for that situation. How you handle the objection is what this video is about. It's not just about reiterating that objection handler and just saying it. Nobody wants to have a fight. Nobody wants to have a battle between you and the other person. So when someone gives you an objection, the first thing that you need to do is you need to repeat that. You need to approve that. So you need to repeat and approve. Say that with me. Repeat and approve. Every time someone gives you an objection, the first thing you do is repeat and approve. You repeat the objection. Someone says, I don't want to list my property at that price. It's too low. You repeat it and you prove it. I understand the price is too low for you, and it sounds like you're looking to get the most amount of money that you can in today's market. I don't blame you. I'd be looking for the same thing. You repeat, you approve it. You get them on your side. You allow them to really continue on in that direction. And I can tell you, when you repeat and approve without handling the objection right away, you allow the person to sometimes, in a perfect world, in a perfect situation, and it happens, they handle their own objection. They may say, yeah, I know, and it may not be the market for it, and I understand I might have to list it at the price you're suggesting, and before you know it, they handle their own objection. Of course, it doesn't happen all of the time. What happens at the very least is you become someone that's on their side. Instead of just listening to them and saying, yeah, but this is how you should do it, or yeah, but here's my handler, yeah, but, we don't want to continue down that road. It creates conflict, right? When you just say something and here's what I have to say. I heard you, but whatever you say doesn't really make sense. This is how it should be. So understand, we repeat and we approve. The repeating and approving also gives them a stage. It gives them a platform to just vent. A lot of the times we just need to have empathy for someone's situation. Understand that most people do want to get the most amount of money for their property. Most people want to save as much money as possible when being charged something like a commission or anything. Who wouldn't want to save money? We can't go into it with the mindset of like, oh, here's another seller trying to short me on my commission. we understand that. We know where they're coming from because we would be doing the same thing if we were in their position, or at least seeing if we can save any money in that process. Isolating the objection, another awesome strategy to use when you are dealing with someone and you feel that's the only thing standing in the way from you getting the contract signed. For instance, you're sitting with the seller and they just like, you know what, we're gonna need some time to think about that. And you ask them, it's very straight up, well, what is it specifically that you need time thinking on? Well, we just can't really get over the commission that you're charging. We've heard agents would charge us, a couple points less than that. This is where you can isolate the objection. Well, Mr. Seller, I totally get this, that you guys are looking to save as much money as possible. It's important for your move, where you guys are going. You're gonna need every penny you can, and that's really what I'm looking to do. If we can come to terms with my commission and you feel completely comfortable with what I'm charging and the services that I provide, would you then be ready to go ahead and get the process started, right? So we've taken that objection, we've isolated it, we kind of put it on the table in front of us, and we ask, if we can get over this, would you then be ready to go ahead and get the process started when we meet? And I can tell you that this is a very effective way. And notice what I did before. When someone says they want time to think about it, what they're saying to you without saying it is they're not fully satisfied with what you said. So you have to find out what it is that they specifically need time thinking about it. And sometimes it's just asking that question directly. Once you find that out, then we isolate that and see if we can come to terms with this. And that's where you handle the objection, give some time to give some clarity and talk about that. Can we then go ahead and get the process started? And then you'll have them either tell you that yes, they're willing to do that, or maybe they really weren't looking to work with you in the first place, and you'll find that out. This is a great strategy, especially for those people that there's a vibe there. You know that you'd be a good realtor for them, real estate agent for them, and you would love to have them as clients. For those people that you feel good about it, it's like you get all the way up to the asking for the signature and there's something stopping you. This is where you pull that out of your toolbox and you use it. Another way to transition into there is saying, hey, look, am I the type of agent that you would hire to sell your property? And if that vibe is there, a lot of times they're going to say yes. Great. You guys seem like the type of clients that I love working with. I'd love to make this happen. And what is it that's standing in the way from making this happen? And asking again very specifically what's standing in the way from making that happen. Isolating the objection once you find that out, and seeing if you can get over that to get the signature signed so you guys can move forward with the deal. Guys, anytime that you guys get to a point where you're handling an objection, make sure that you close at the end of handling that objection, especially if you were able to articulate that with enthusiasm and you brought them up to this emotional peak. Remember, emotion makes people act. So once you get that emotion out of people, you have to close for the signature. So it's like, hey, you handle the objection, put me to work for you. Let's go ahead and get this process started right now. Sign right here. Well, let's get this paperwork out of the way. Put me to work for you. Let me go to work. Like, that's the type of transition that you need to have from handling an objection to actually getting the paperwork signed. So make sure you do that. All right, guys, for other useful information regarding real estate sales and growing your business, make sure you check out some other content on this channel. Subscribe, throw a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.